Katsudon here. I've prepared a couple of things. Chicken. Now that was one chicken breast fillet. I've actually sliced that now into 3, okay, because you want this chicken to be fairly thin so it cooks fairly quickly. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to coat it in flour. So I'm just going to dip that all in the flour bowl that you guys have at your spaces. I'm going to get it all over it. Okay. Now you've got 2 eggs. What I want you to do is I want you to break one of them but keep one for later. Okay. Now we want to mix that up. Just put that on pause for a second. Just mix up the egg like that. Okay, so once you've dipped it in the flour, you're going to have your flour, your egg and your breadcrumbs in that order. Okay, so once you've dipped it in the flour and you've got a good coating over that, then put it in the egg. Make sure that gets all over it. This is not a very good or an ideal bowl. You probably want that to be a bit flatter and wider. But get a bit of egg onto it and then dip that into the breadcrumbs. Now you want to kind of put the breadcrumbs over the top of it as well. Okay, and then just set that to the side. All right, guys. Now all of your sauce is already kind of made for you, but I'm going to make some. The recipe, if you guys don't mind moving to the side, is up there. So it's half a cup of water. Can you see that? Yeah. Actually, because I'm just zooming in on it. It's half a cup of water, 1 teaspoon of dashi. Now that dashi here, this is the one you can't buy in Woolworths, okay? But you can buy it online. If you just go to eBay, actually, you can buy this in bulk if you want it. Okay, so that's a teaspoon. Mirin you can buy in Woolworths. It's this one here. So that'll be 3 tablespoons. You don't have to go back up there. And some soy sauce. Make sure it's the Kikkoman brand. So that's 2 tablespoons. And 1 tablespoon of sugar as well. So that's how I'm going to make the sauce. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. This, I think it's probably a tablespoon in there, so we don't quite want that much. This is just dashi stock. I think in Japan they might use one that's already sort of made into a stock. I'm going to put a teaspoon of that. That says 3 tablespoons of mirin. But I think before I said to the boys, let's just use 2.5. Because usually you'd use 2 tablespoons and you'd also use 2 tablespoons of sake. But because that's an alcoholic base, I wasn't allowed to bring that to school. Okay, I didn't want you guys drinking it. And then soy sauce, you want 2 tablespoons of that. That's starting to look good. And then finally, you want 1 tablespoon of sugar. Now I've got some here. Try not to double dip too much with it. Okay. So now I'm going to mix that together. And if somebody could also get half a cup of water, that would be good. So I'll put that in straight into there. Yeah. Okay, and your half a cup of water as well. In here. Thanks. All right. Wow. Now we're going close up of this brand of oil. See that brand there? Gold Choice. I've never seen that before, so it doesn't matter about it. Okay. Let's put this in here. Now don't put too much. We're just going to do a shallow fry. You'd probably prefer a deep fry, but we can do a shallow fry, that's no problem. Into probably 4 pieces. Now this one was a fairly thick bit of chicken. I reckon you only needed it to be really thin for it to be nicer. Right, once that's boiled and that onion's a bit softer, what you're going to do is actually throw all this chicken in there, but try and keep it in that shape still, even though you've cut it. So keep it in that shape. You've probably got enough room in these saucepans for 2 of those. Then I've got a bit of chopped coriander. Just going to put a bit of that over the top of it. Is we're going to grab an egg. Don't worry about the mud, Yannick. We're going to grab an egg, and we're actually just going to put that egg right over the top of it. I need to. Yeah, that's what you do. Bit more spring onion, I suppose, if you want, if you like that. And then you're just going to let that simmer on half. After those onions are done and that's been thrown in, just let it simmer on half. That egg will cook over the top of it. Okay? Ooh. Then you just get some rice out and put that over the rice. Okay? Cool. Alright, now if you still need to do the chicken, keep the oil in there. But you guys know what to do now, so just take it right to the end. Once you need the rice, come back and I'll get some.
And then we should have done this slow-mo of you chopping up the spring onions. Like some cinematic shots.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Where's Jude?